Alright, so let's get going with your account. The first thing you want to do is you want to add some active employees. And you can do that in 3 different places. The first is on this page right here. By pressing this plus button, we can add an employee here. You can also add an employee from the schedule page by coming here and clicking on add employee. But let's do it from the employee page itself, and that is located right here. Here you see I've already set up 2 employees because I'm going to show you some other features while we're in here. But for now, let's go to the bottom right hand side, press the plus button here, and let's add a new employee. Employee ID is completely optional. If your company has employee IDs, go ahead and put that in there. PIN numbers. Every employee has to have a PIN number, even if they're not using the app. And we have plenty of companies whose employees don't use the app because when they're on the schedule, they're just sending out the text to the employees. And again, the employees out in the field aren't using the app at all, and they're just getting the schedule text. But you still have to set up a PIN. And in order to get those texts, you have to have a valid phone number in there. For crews, we'll talk about those more later when we're on the schedule page. And then foreman and tracking, this is when timekeeping is turned on. As a foreman, you have the ability to confirm and enter time for other employees. And tracking, you can put in quantities. Again, we'll talk about this more later. And the employee cannot see the notes, photos, and attachments that you have under them. Let's just add a note about the fact that this employee has an OSHA certification. Not only can you search within the notes for the specific employee if you have a bunch of notes in there, but you can also search for the notes using this search function up here as well. So I'll show you that here now. Let's go ahead and press save. If you do like I did and you forgot to put the PIN in, it won't let you create the employee till you put a PIN in. Alright, now we can save. Alright, so now we have 3 employees set up. You can come in here and you can sort them up and down by name. You can also export them as a CSV file, just have your employee list. You can also do that as a PDF as well. Here you have your search function. So if I want to search for a specific employee, I can start typing their name in. Here's where I really like this feature is that it searches within the notes. So if I want to find out all my employees that have OSHA certifications, I can just start typing in OSHA, and you're going to see here that Carl's the only one that shows up because he has OSHA somewhere in his notes. This is a handy feature, especially if you're keeping track of certifications. Alright, and that's how easy it is to set up employees.